The Australia Way is the classic journey through the heart of outback Australia. On the way it takes in amazing national parks, fantastic scenery, wonderful wildlife and experiences that make you realise why director Baz Luhrmann decided to use much of this route as the backdrop to Australia the movie. The journey ends in the magnificent pearling town of Broome in Western Australia, but it starts in Darwin, a tropical harbour city in the Northern Territory. Darwin's where Nicole Kidman's character first arrives in the country. It's also considered to be Australia's most diverse city. It's steeped in history, much of which is brought to life in the movie.
The best thing about Darwin has to be the people. If you ever sit down and have a cold beer with any of the locals, they've all got a story to tell as to why they're here and how they got here. Go around to the barbecue and you'll meet 20 people for the first time. Come the end of the barbecue, you'd swear you've been lifelong friends.
And a great way to meet some of these friendly locals is at one of the city's colourful markets, which tantalise the senses and provide a fascinating blend of world cuisines and arts.
These are the Mindil Beach sunset markets. If you come to Darwin, a trip here is an absolute must. The smells and the sounds are fantastic and the views are pretty good as well.
Well, we've got over 200 stalls, so 150 of those are arts and crafts and services, so that you can get a massage, tarot reads, you can buy crocodile products, you can buy dresses, summer fashion, jewellery, art, you name it, it's here.
And it's not just about the shopping and eating. There's plenty of entertaining sights and sounds, as well as the opportunity to try your hand at something authentically Australian with the man who supplied Hugh and Nicole with some of their props.
How long do you reckon does it take to actually master the art?
To be an A-grade whip cracker, you're looking at a couple of years, but Ben, I reckon we should be able to teach you tonight, mate.
Is that a promise?
That's a promise. Down. Keep going, mate.
I'm going to try not to appear too excited, but I definitely heard a crack. That's it, I'm off into the outback.
And so off into the outback I go, to the World Heritage listed Kakadu National Park, and one of the best ways to see this place is from the air.
When you're looking down at the ground here from the helicopter, it's amazing to think that you're looking at places where no other human being has probably ever been. It really is the wild Australian outback out here.
Really, after doing a four-wheel drive tour around, the great thing to do is get in the helicopter, get over and above it, and it gives you a real understanding of the expanse of the Kakadu National Parks, the waterfalls, the billabongs, the stone country. Absolutely stunning scenery.
That is absolutely amazing. Of course the views are fantastic, you'd expect that, but it's the sense of adventure that gives it the extra buzz. If you come here, you've got to give it a go.
Kakadu also offers unique opportunities to discover the world's oldest continuing culture through some of the finest examples of Aboriginal rock art in the land.
This is amazing. We've got a whole gallery of rock art here. Where are we, Brian?
We're at the main gallery at Albia rock art sites, and if you look up there you can see a whole range of rock art from the X-ray style paintings, which Kakadu is famous for, right through to the early Mimi style paintings, which is also up there as well.
And there is an awful lot of rock art all around this area.
That's absolutely right.
Let's go check out some more.
Let's go.
And it's not just the art that's brimming with wildlife. There's an abundance of Aussie animals to be spotted in these parts, although it may be best to keep a safe distance from some of them.
Now, I've been told there should be a crocodile just along here somewhere. It should be fairly recognisable. It's very long and it's got big teeth. There he is. This is where David Attenborough would tell you if it was a boy or a girl. Well, I don't think I'm going to bother finding out.
First impression out here in these areas of the wetlands is just wow. Look at this. Look at the animals. Look at the wildlife. Everywhere I stop and look, there's something happening. And there's never a dull moment. I've had ladies come out and think they're going to read a book. Never even open a page, because there's a page of every book out there for them.
As soon as you step into Kakadu, you could easily be forgiven for thinking that you've gone back thousands of years. Everywhere you turn, there are sights that will amaze you and will stay etched in your memory forever.
The journey on from Kakadu takes you to the magical Katherine Gorge. Here you can drift along emerald green waters and gaze in awe at rock walls that served as an artist's canvas thousands of years ago.
You get quite a different variety of reactions from the people. Not only are they amazed by how pretty it is, but also the information that they learn within a tour about the traditional people of the area.
Well, the Gorge has provided people with food for generations, and it's still giving you a pretty good dinner today. Now, on the road from Katherine to Kununurra, just after you pass Timber Creek, you'll start to come across these chaps. It is a boab tree. Now, according to Aboriginal mythology, it's a once arrogant tree that's been turned upside down to give it a lesson in humility. So don't you go showing off again. As soon as you see the boabs, you know you're nearing the Northern Territory, Western Australia border. And just across the state line, set amongst an inspiring landscape, is Home Valley, a working cattle station offering a true Aussie experience. It's in the middle of the beautiful East Kimberley outback, right where Baz Luhrmanns filmed much of Australia the movie. And if you want to feel like Nicole Kidman or Hugh Jackman driving cattle across the range, then you're in luck.
Firstly, the objective is to remain safe with guests that are either novices on horseback or those that have ridden all their lives. The idea is to provide a taste of what a Kimberley stockman goes through of rounding up cattle, driving them into the yards, and in a roundabout, call it up to 3 or 4 hours, gently get them together in one herd. Once they're in the herd, you're in formation, and that sense of being a ridgy-dig stockman really does come through.
I tell you what, it is a curiously satisfying thing. You find yourself trying to read the cattle where they're going to go, and you're so focused you almost forget that you're riding the horse. And that only goes to show, I suppose, that these little horses here, they're really, really friendly. And if someone like me can almost forget that he's riding and guide it where he wants it to go, well, they must be doing something right. Come on, Neddy, let's go and round up some cattle.
Just a short drive from Home Valley takes you to Kununurra, and a chance to go on the most spectacular sunset river cruise through the inland waterways that spread lazily through the region.
The Kimberley would have to be one of the greatest places to visit on Earth at the moment, I think. It has this extraordinary, unexpected beauty. You've got the magnificent ranges that are all the colours, amazing red, intense blue skies, and a clarity of light that photographers from all around the world tell me is unlike anything they've experienced anywhere in the world.
Don't be fooled though, just because you're in this remote natural landscape, it doesn't mean there isn't a chance for some retail therapy. In fact, the Kimberley is world famous for its pink diamonds, perhaps the most precious diamond in the world. And this is where Nicole Kidman came shopping when she was here.
Kununurra is so well known because of the Argyle mine, and because it's the biggest diamond mine in the world, and it's so well known because of our pink diamonds. The diamond is connected with love, and it's just life, high life.
And if that wasn't enough, the landscape takes on a dramatic new beauty as the outback meets the ocean at Broome. It's a tropical resort and the historic home to the world's pearling industry.
People come here because they can have their own stretch of beach all to themselves. You can take a vehicle on the beach, set up a picnic or a barbecue and just watch the sun go down in the Indian Ocean.
And a picnic isn't the only way to enjoy the stunning sunsets around here.
So smooth!
They're fantastic animals. I mean, I've had them actually since I was 14 years of age there. Beautiful and friendly. Just treat them with a bit of tender loving care and they'll be your friend for life. Well, Cable Beach is certainly a special part of Broome. It's a place where people can bring their children down here, other family and friends there, and watch the sunset on the back of a camel.
Marvellous. Very, very easy, honestly. Just like riding a horse, except with a few more bumps. And so we've reached the end of the journey. Along the way there have been some dramatic landscapes, some amazing outback characters, and of course some wonderful indigenous culture. If you want to emulate the experiences of Australia the movie, then the Australia Way has the answer.